So where it says the power of asking questions, I made that all bold for you. I want you to write next to the power of asking questions, create a relationship. Create a relationship. And you do that by asking questions. And here's a couple of them that you definitely want to practice. I mean, I would almost say memorize these. May I ask, what was it about the ad that caught your eye? What was it about the house that caught your eye? What was it about the internet video that caught your eye? See that? Next one. I'm just curious, what was it about the ad that made you want to call? Well, we wanted to find out about. You see that? You piqued their curiosity. Now you're talking about what's important to them. What part of the property would you like to hear about first? Now, when I say what part of the property would you like to hear about first, guess what? They tell you which one caught their eye, which one was most interested, which one they had questions about. You see that? And when I start telling you about that, can I embellish it by saying, did you know that I had this in addition to that? Oh my gosh, are you available to see that property? Do weekends work better for you? I'd love to show it to you. Meet the caller. Do you see that? Okay. Did you find, how long have you been seriously looking? Did you find anything you liked? Oh, so you made an offer? What happened? So I know you called in on this ad, you called in on my internet website, you called in on this home. Are there any other homes that you found on the internet you'd like to have some information on? Because I can save you making like 17 calls to different realtors to different companies. You can do that? I'd be happy to. Do you see that? Yes. Jump.
I get a lot of emails.
Yes.
People don't want to give out their information, give their phone number, and they certainly don't want to get into any real conversation with you. They're just flipping you from whatever they say.
They're deleting you and trying to avoid you. They do not want to make conversation.
How do you create the opportunity to talk to them when they clearly just want to email with you?
Well, give me an example. Give me an email like you would get, and I'll respond back.
This just recently happened to me. I had a girl email me.
Yes.
And I happened to be
now this is real, everybody. You get this?
Yeah, I was
this
actually
is real.
out to dinner, and at this get together, and I didn't want to ignore the contact because I feel it's really important to just respond back as when you can and if you can.
Yes.
So I responded by saying, thanks for sending me the email. I'd love to talk to you more about this property. Is there a time that I could call you? And she said, well, I just have some questions, blah, 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 and she listed all the questions. And I'm at dinner, and I'm doing this thing with her, and she's got all these questions for me. So one of my questions to her was, are you working with anybody? Do you have a, and she said, no. Well, when she finally showed up at the property, a week later or whenever she could see it, I showed her the property, and then she said to me, well, I actually am working with somebody. And I thought, are you kidding me right now?
Right.
Okay, so you've taken me through the exercise. I don't have your number. We're strictly just emailing each other, confirmation of time and blah, blah, blah. I could not get this girl to flip to giving me her phone number.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I would have done. You did a lot of right things. The shift that I would have done when she emailed you all these questions, I would have said, I have 2 left thumbs trying to text you on my phone is kind of tough. What number can I call you at? See, I would have instantly shifted it from texting to let's have a conversation. Well,
I did try that with her. Is there a number that I could call you at?
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually have an open discussion.
Okay, now, stop for a second. Stop for a second. Hold on, okay? Now listen, I really want to acknowledge you because it takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing. Okay, now watch this. And can I use this as a teaching moment because it's brilliant what you're sharing.
It is on video, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, right on. Okay. Is there a number I can call you at? Is that a yes, or is that a no question?
You're right.
Okay, now watch. It's just a subtle shift. What's the best number for me to call you at? Do you see it, everybody? Is there a number I can call you at? No. What's the best number for me to call you at? I can't ask no on that one. I gotta tell her. Darn it, she got me. Okay, do you see that? So it was just a subtle shift, and what you did so many things right, just that little shift, and now you're in. Okay? Now, cool. Is that back to the phone?
No, it's table dance time, John.
All right, so here's something else. Now you got this email going back and forth. You hope to get the conversation going. And then you say, you mentioned to me before that you're not working with a realtor. Here it comes. This is the missing piece I haven't taught yet. And very few people do this. And when you do, your income goes way up. Has anyone ever told you about the different levels of service that are available? Okay, jot that down. That's a $10,000 a year question. Has anyone ever told you about the different levels of service that are available? Now she responds back, yes, you know she's worked with a realtor. Isn't that interesting? If she says no, what are you talking about? And you say, oh my gosh, wait till we get together. And you create some anticipation, okay? Has anyone ever told you about the different levels of service that are available? Okay, so add that in your conversation, and you did everything right. That subtle shift, and then that question, and watch how it changes for you. Watch how you get better results. Okay? Now, on the bottom, for all the folks that have participated today and role-played with me or contributed, okay, like you did, on the bottom I have my cell phone number and I have my email address. So anybody that participated today, you're welcome to give me a call. And I'll be happy to answer your questions and help you out. Okay? All right. Find out the caller's practical and emotional reasons for buying and when they need or want to buy. If we found the perfect home in the next 2 weeks, what would you do? So do you have a home that you would want to sell before buying your next one? See, just 2 questions and I'm finding out tons of stuff about people. When would be the best time for you to be in your next home? See how simple that was? All right, let's practice that one out loud. When would be the best time for you to be in your next home? When would be the best time for you to be in your next home? You can look and say it. Say it out loud, lips move, words come out. When would be the best time frame for you to be in your next home? When would be the best time frame for you to be in your next home? Let's say it like at least 3 times. When would be the best time frame for you to be in your next home? When would be the best time frame for you to be in your next home? Now stop for a second. I could say it won't be the best time for you to be in your next home. And now they're going to see me as pushing. Like I want a commission breath. I want to sell something right away. But when I say what would be the next time frame for you to be in your home, you see time frame, it's like now we're not pushing, you're pressuring. Okay? So every word counts. All right, and that's going to tell you their motivation and their time frame. Okay, so when would be the best time frame for me to be in your home? Okay, are they absolutely serious? Are they in a hurry? Do they have to buy? Would they like to buy? Okay, guess what I'm doing on all this that's on this page here?
Qualifying.
I'm qualifying them, just like John said. If they're not getting married until September, you ain't getting in my car in April. Got it, everybody? Unless you tell me, well, we're getting married in September, but we're going to live in sin. Okay, good, I'll show you homes. But if you say, we're not getting married until September, we just thought we would look. Okay, what does that mean? We just thought we would waste your time because by September, the homes we're looking at in April won't even be here if they're priced right. Am I right? Okay, so what am I going to do? Am I going to blow these people off? No. What did I say? You're going to meet the caller. Listen, it sounds like you're pretty serious about finding a home. And since you're getting married and wanting to move in September, one of the nice things about working with me is I'll make sure, since we've got some time, that nobody pressures you into buying a home that isn't right for you. Did I just create value? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we found you. Your looking's over. You found me. Oh, now people are waking up. Can anybody help me out here? Anybody remember at all a little bit of what I said?
I will make sure no one pressures you into buying a home.
Right on.
No, but right before you said that, you gave a scenario and then you said that.
Because you've got extra time, I'm going to make sure that nobody pressures you. Now, this is the cool thing that you noticed, all 3 of you. What I said was, I heard what you said. And all I did was echo or repeat back. You're not moving until September because you have extra time. See that? And then what happened, and the reason you all said to me, can you repeat that? Was because it was like, you listened to me, you heard me, oh my gosh. And on some level, there's the credibility, there's the trust, there's the like, this one listens, I want to work with this one. See, and it happened just like that. But that was the distinction, that I repeated back what you said and you heard it. And I let you know I pay attention, I listen to you. And underneath all that, what you got was, you're important to me. Okay? All right, now, bottom of page 3. This is really important. Copyright 2011 John Tenzel. No, I'm just kidding. Right above that. According to the National Association of Realtors, 74% of homeowners list their home with the first agent that connects with them. Isn't that interesting? 74% of homeowners list their home with the first agent they interview. So if I treat this caller like they're important, is it possible if they have a home to sell, I might be the one invited to list their home? Okay, this is like buying a house and selling a home. There's a lot of money involved, and now I'm largely good at it. Page 4, show that you're interested in them, and now you say these things like this. What kind of home are you living in now? Now when they tell me what kind of home they're living in now, guess what? About 90% of the people are going to buy the same home again, just with a little bit more, or a little bit less if they're downsizing. Isn't that interesting? What kind of home are you living in now? We're living in a ranch. Guess what they're going to buy next time? A ranch. But guess what they're going to do? They're going to look at colonials and tri-levels, but what do you think they're going to end up with? A ranch. Isn't that interesting? Okay? What features do you want in your new home? What features do you want in your next home? And whenever they tell me, want a finished basement, want to walk out, want this, want that, what's important to you about that? And now guess what? I'm really finding out what's important to them. You get it? It's not superficial. It's like I really care about you. All right, so probe for the potential problems. I'm just curious. You mentioned you want to buy a home before the kids get out of school. What will happen if we can't find that perfect home for you? Oh, John, we have to find that home. Okay, I definitely want to work with you. Do you get it? They're buying something. Oh, well, we'll just go down to Florida. We don't care. Okay, well, if you don't care, why am I going to put you in my car? You get what I'm saying? At $4 a gallon, you want me to waste time driving around? We're taking your car. You pay for gas. All right. This next thing here, I want you to star this. This is money. With interest rates being so low, it may actually be to your advantage to consider buying sooner. Would you be open to this possibility if the right home came on the market at a good price? If the right home came on the market at a good price. What did they hear when I say good price? A real deal, a steal. Yeah, I guess if you could find one at a good price, we'd be interested. How do I get a hold of you? What number should I? See how easy it is? So I raise the buying temperature, I create value, and then I ask for the number. I listen powerfully, I find out what's important to you, I tell you I'm listening, I put you there, I talk about let's get this for you, how do I get a hold of you? They give me an email address, I don't stop there. I say, now is that a company email address or is that your personal email address? Because sometimes when I email the people in company, there's different firewalls and things like that, it doesn't go through. And I want you to know that I'm the kind of person that does what I say I'm going to do. So just in case it doesn't go through, let's check, because I'll send you something here in the next couple of minutes. Let me have your phone number so I can follow up to make sure it got through. What did I just get now? Isn't that cool? All right. John, I might have to come back, buddy. You got a good group here. Create the desire for them to meet with you. Change the focus from the ad or the sign or the internet, the thing they called on, to finding the perfect home for you, finding the right home for you, finding the best home for you and your family. You got that? Most of the time, they're not going to buy the home they called on. They're just not. They're going to buy something else. So why be a broke realtor and tell them all about the home they're not going to buy anyway? Get what I'm saying? They didn't call to buy that home. They called to do what? Find a professional. They were looking for someone good enough that they wanted to work with. And what's happened? Their looking is over. Because?
They found you.
Right on. You're good. All right, so now this whole thing here, you got more choices. Some properties may fit their needs better. Here's all the special services that you Envision Realty Centers offer them. And I put 15 things down here to create value over the phone that you can say to them, that you can text, you can email them. Here's some of the things we have to offer. And guess what? Now they want to meet with you because, like, you actually offered something of value to them. All right? And I'm not going to take the time to go through that because you can read it. Page 5. Be sure to apply the consequence or the pain of not working with you. Then they get stuck with a yo-yo. Okay? They want to work with somebody good. That's you. Confirm and close for the appointment. After you establish rapport, show interest in them, all that stuff, isn't it natural for them? They like you now. They trust you. You've had a good conversation. What are you going to do now? Tell them, okay, now that you like me and trust me, don't call me anymore? See, it's just natural for them to give you this information, all right? So it answers their unspoken question,